Hello and welcome to my first YouTube-style YouTube video. I'm B, and this is Dawnclan. So, I've been playing Clangen for about a year now, though I've never seemed to stick with a clan for long. That was until I started watching YouTubers like Miyako Arts and Possum Breath, and I decided I wanted to make my own clan with its own stories, so here we are with Dawnclan. Starting with the AU, this AU takes place in a world where the four clans have all mostly died off due to sickness and weather from years of harsh winters. Wind Clan was the only clan that semi-survived somehow. They broke up into two different clans due to cats not getting along, and they just thought it would be best to split. Whisper Clan comes of this, which is made up of some of the older and the more wise cats and their families that didn't want to split off, and Willow Clan, who are the younger and more ambitious cats. My idea of this is that it takes place years and years after the books do, and instead of being in a place that's like in the UK, it's in kind of like an Appalachia kind of place, except there's a swamp kind of area and it's split by a stream, like a couple streams and a river. And so Dawnclan, actually, they live in the forest area down at the bottom of the mountains across from Whisper Clan. Of course, all of this, Whisper Clan and Willow Clan, there only being two clans, and there needs to be four. So this is where Dawnclan comes in. So we are going to start in StarClan with Dawnclan's guide, Houndclaw. Houndclaw was a deputy, and she just generated like that. The StarClan guides are always randomly generated, so I've come up with most of her story. I've decided that she got the scar on her neck as an apprentice when she fought a dog. And I imagine that all of the StarClan guides are cats from the original clans, that being Thunder Clan, River Clan, Wind Clan, and Shadow Clan, who died from or before the sickness that wiped out most of the clan cats. I think when Houndclaw was wounded, it was very near fatal, and I think her leader changed her original prefix to Hound and named her Houndclaw before she could go to StarClan. She didn't die, of course. However, she goes on to become the deputy, and she gains a reputation as a dog hunter. She dies, you guessed it, fighting a dog. That was too strong for her to win against, as not only was she pretty much alone in this fight, but she was too weak from the harsh winters and the sickness. Moving on to Dawnclan's origins / just Dawnstar. You might be wondering, oh, well, if there were only two clans, where did Dawnstar and Dawnclan come in? Dawnstar was originally a kitty pet named Dawn, who ended up being the founder of Dawnclan. Her and her brother, which you will meet in a different video, left their home due to their poor conditions and went off to explore the world. Together they came across other loners, kitty pets, and rogues until they came across a forest where they meet a strange cat who speaks of needing to find dusk and dawn. This is the start of Dawnclan. Beginning the clan, Dawnstar is 103 moons old. She's ambitious and a good climber, and she truly wants the best for those around her. Moving on to Finchsong. Finchsong is chosen to be Dawnstar's deputy. She was one of the first cats to join her and her brother on her journey, and therefore the most loyal. Finchsong is troublesome the way a young warrior tends to be, but she is good at keeping morale high and is a fierce protector of those she cares for. Amberdapple is a medicine cat. He too joined Dawnstar quite early on, and he's proved to be the brains of the group time and time again, even if everyone else thought he could be strange in his ways of being able to predict things that nobody else could. He is strict, clairvoyant, and a great climber, and this proves to be very helpful for him when he needs to collect things that are up high or in hard-to-reach spaces. He's a very good medicine cat. Redpool was a late addition to the group. He came from a different, more aggressive group of rogues, and he doesn't like to talk about his past. He's insecure and a good mediator, and he tends to stick close to Amberdapple, finding comfort in a cat who so clearly knows what they're doing. Haycall was actually the first to join Dawnstar and Duskstar on their journey. She lived as a barn cat and offered them shelter for a while. That is until Amberdapple came along and claimed to have a dream of thick forests that merged into vast mountains. Together they left and headed for that place. Haycall is cold in her exterior, but those who are able to break down her walls end up seeing that she is really caring. It becomes clear that she shows this in her actions rather than her words. She has a soft spot for kits and the apprentices, and they often go to her for stories. Ambershadow joined the clan with Redpool. They were both unhappy with their treatment by the rogues, and she found a place within Dawnclan quite happily and quite quickly. Her vengefulness plays more into a need to protect her friends. She's the first to go after a fox who tried to attack her group, is the first to volunteer to scratch off the fur of foes' pelts for her clanmates, and she's the first to try to jump into battle. Her connection with StarClan and her cleverness make her very popular amongst her clanmates, and everybody feels very safe and protected with her around. Weevilldance joined when Dawnstar and her group were halfway to their settling place with his adopted son, Greenpaw, which you will see more of next. He was a kitty pet and always wanted to live a different life. While cold to most, he shows an entirely different side to his son, and is willing to do anything to make sure Greenpaw is safe and happy. As previously stated, Greenpaw came in with Weevilldance. I'll be honest and say that I've played the game way ahead of where I'm drawing, and since I want to go year by year, I'm on like year 8 in the game, so it's gonna take me a while to catch up to where I am in game. Greenpaw is my favorite character. I don't really have anything to say about him other than he's just my favorite. I don't really have a reason, he's my silly little guy. He's best friends with Tawnypaw and loves entertaining Eagle Kit. He's a family kind of guy. Also, his mentor is Finch Song. I will be incredibly honest. I completely forgot that Tawnypaw was a male, and in my head, he has always been a she. So, canonically, I am making Tawnypaw a trans woman because I can do what I want, and these are fictional cats. Tawnypaw was found by Greenpaw. She was chasing a squirrel in Dawnclan's newly found territory. She was quick to defend herself and quickly explained that she was just trying to get food, and a few minutes later, a kitten stumbled out of a bush calling her name. Tawnypaw and Eagle Kit joined together after being offered a home with the Loners before Dawnclan became Dawnclan. Tawnypaw is apprenticed by Ambershadow, and she looks up to her mentor's cleverness a lot. Eagle Kit becomes best friends with Greenpaw and is looked after by everyone. Dawnclan believes in the saying, "It takes a village," so everyone has close bonds with one another. And that, so far, is Dawnclan. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my silly little group of cats. I think Meet Duskclan will be out next week. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, day, or night wherever you are watching this. Bye!